Okay, max time students and Sai Ram to all. Coming back to our max subject, chapter 1, numbers, part 9. Now we have already learned about how to compare numbers and also how to arrange it in ascending and descending order. Today we will learn how to make a largest and smallest number using the digits given. That is called as juggling of numbers. That is, some digits will be given to you, and using that digits you have to form the largest and the smallest numbers. That is called as juggling of numbers. Now here 5 digits are given, that is 2, 6, 3, 5 and 7. Now using these 5 digits you have to form a 5 digit number. Now you can use any number, any combination, but the digit should not be repeated. Okay, so based on these 5 digits, using any combination you can form a 5 digit numbers. Now let us form some numbers. Like let us first take the digit 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now here I have formed a 5 digit number, that is 23,567. Now you can interchange these digits and you can form another number, another set of number, that is 23,576. Also you can form another number 23,756. Again you can interchange these digits and you can form the number as 23,765. Now similarly, using the other digits you can also form numbers like 25,367, 25,376. Now some numbers which we have formed is 23,567, 23,576, 23,657, 23,675, 23,756, 23,765, 25,736, 25,367, 25,637, and so on. You can form many more numbers. Okay, now let us see that from the given digits. Now here 7 digits are given, that is 4, 6, 9, 0, 1, 2 and 8. Now using these 7 digits you have to form the largest and the smallest 7 digit number. Now in the last class you have learned how to compare numbers. You know now which is a big number and which is a smaller number, correct? Now here in this, to form the largest number we will write from big number to small. So to form a largest number you will write it as 9, 8, then which is the next larger number? 9, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, so put the commas according to the Indian system. So you have formed the number as 98,64,210. So this is your largest number. Now when you are going to form a largest number, always start from the big number to the small number. Now at the same time, to form a smallest number you will start from, now you will say 0 is a smaller number. Okay, suppose if I start from 0. 0, 1, 2, which is the next smaller number? 4, 6, 8 and then 9. Now suppose if I am writing this number in this way, by writing 0 at the first place. Now students, tell me, have I formed a 7 digit number? No. When I am writing 0 at the first place, so this digit is wrong. It does not form a smallest 7 digit number. It is only a 6 digit number. So to form the smallest 7 digit number, what I'll do is I'll write the second small number, that is 1 first, and then 0, and then I'll write 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9. So this is the correct way of forming the, since we have to form a 7-digit number, you'll write the number in this way, that is, you'll write 1 first and then 0. If you are writing 0 at the first place, you're not making a 7-digit number, it becomes a 6-digit number. So after placing the commas, this you will read it as 10,24,689. So this is the smallest number formed using these 7 digits. So your largest number is 98,64,210 and your smallest number is 10,24,689. So always remember, while forming the largest number, start from the big number to the small number, and while forming the smallest number, go from the smallest number to the biggest number. But if you're having 0 at the first, 0 in that digit, then you will place it in the second place. The second small number will come first. Okay, let us see one more sum. Now here you are given the following 7 digits, that is 2, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7. Now using these digits, you have to use them to form the smallest and the largest 7-digit numbers, and each digit must be used only once, that is, no digit should be repeated. Now let us form the largest number first. To form the largest number, we'll start from this small number to the big number. Okay, so which is the big number here, that is the large number here, 8. Then comes the next number 7, then 5, 4, 3, 2 and then 1. Place the commas. So your largest number, you have found the largest number, that is 87,54,321, and the smallest number will be the vice versa. You will start from the smaller number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and then 8. So the smallest number formed is 12,34,578. So the largest number is 87,54,321 and the smallest number formed is 12,34,578. Now let us solve some exercise based on this. Now you all must have learned about how to form the largest and the smallest number. So the first sum given here is the largest number of 6 digits having 3 different digits. The first thing you have to keep it in mind is it is written as the largest number and it should have 3 different digits. Now see students, here the largest 6-digit number, you all know what it is, correct? The largest 6-digit number is 9, 9, 9, 9, 9 and 9. That is 9,99,999. Now this is your 6-digit largest number. But what is the question asked is, you have to form the largest number of 6 digits having 3 different digits. Now 9 is a passing 1 digit you're already having. Now the next largest number what you'll be having is 8 and 7, the next largest number. So what we will do is, here the last 2 digits we will change it and we'll write it as 9, 9, 9, 9, and the next large number that is after 9, it is 8 and then 7. Okay, now suppose if you are writing 7 and 8, it will become a smaller number. So you will write the largest number first, after 9, 8 and then 7. So now it is 9,99,987. So 9 is a 1 digit, then 8 is a second different digit and 7 is a third different digit. So you are getting 3 different digits and you have formed the largest 6-digit numbers where you are having 3 different digits. So understood how to form? Yes. Now see the second question. Your second question reads as the greatest 7-digit number having 3 in hundreds, please. Now this is a B sum, not A sum. Okay, this is a B sum. The greatest 7-digit number having 3 in hundreds place. Now what is the greatest 7-digit number? Again 9, 9. Okay, so you'll read it as 99,99,999. Now what is your question? Your question is 3 in hundreds place. So ones, tens, hundreds. So here in this place it should be number 3 in the hundreds place. So you'll write the number, rewrite the number as this will come as 3. Nine. So you'll read the number as 99,99,399. So understood? So read the question carefully. Accordingly, you have to form the numbers. So for the first one, your answer is 9,99,987, where you have formed you are having 3 different digits, and the second one is 99,99,399. Coming to the next question, here read the question again. Write the smallest odd number. Now here it is already mentioned, it is written as the smallest odd number. Now you all know odd number means in the last place, that is in the ones place, it should be either 1, 3, 7, 9. Okay, so now here the digits given is 8, 7, 5, 3, 0, 2, 1, 4. Now you have to form the smallest odd number. Now you are having 0 as the digits, so accordingly you have to form the 8-digit number. It is an 8-digit number, but if you are writing 0 at the first place, it will become a 7-digit number. So we will write 1 first. Okay, then you will place the 0, the next small number 2, then 3, then 4, then which is the next one? 5. Next, now out of this 7 and 8, if you are writing 7 first, again you have to read this, it is the smallest number, but if you are writing according to the smallest number, you will write 7 first and then 8, but the next question is smallest odd number. So what we will do is, instead of writing 7 first, we will erase this 7, and what we will write instead of 7 there, we will write the number as 8 and then 7. And why we are writing 7 at the last place? Because we have to form the odd number. If you are writing 7 and 8, it becomes a even number. So 8 you will write first and then 7 and make it a odd number. Okay, now place the comma. So you will read this as 1,34,587. So have you understood why we have placed 8 first and then 7? To make it a smallest odd number by using the given digits. Now, I hope you all must have understood. So your answer will be, again I'll write this answer as 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and then 7. So 1,02,34,587. Okay, now coming to the other topic, that is rounding off numbers. Now in this topic you'll be learning to round off numbers to the nearest 10, nearest 100 and nearest 1000. But today we'll be doing only rounding off numbers to the nearest 10. Now in this, first you need to understand why do we round off a number. Rounding off a number is nothing but changing a difficult number to a close by. Like suppose the number 35. The number, if you want to round off, you'll round it off to the nearest 40. That is close by. So why do we round off a number? We round off a number to make it easy for us to use it, or easy for us to calculate it. Okay. Now, for example, suppose I'll tell you, if you're trying to figure out how many total cookies you and your friend ate last year. Now, suppose you must have eaten 327 cookies and your friend, she must have eaten 286. So what you do is 327, you round off to nearly 300. 286 also, you round off the number to the nearest 300. So what it happens is, it becomes easy for you to calculate 300 plus 300, that is 600. So it is an estimated value. Okay, so it is just for rounding off, you get an estimated value. So instead of adding 327 plus 286, it becomes easy for you to calculate 300 plus 300. So rounding off number is nothing but making a number, rounding off a number to a close by, so that it becomes easy for us to calculate. Now, when you are rounding off a number, you have to keep, there is a general rule for rounding off a number. Now, when do we round off a number? How do we round off? Now, suppose if the number you're rounding is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9. Now, this 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, they are known as the strong number. That is when it is followed by this number, any of these digits, your number is rounded off upwards. That is, suppose 38. Now it is followed by the number 8. After 3, it is followed by the number 8. So you round off the number 38 to the when you round off the number 38 to the nearest 10, it becomes 40. Now the same thing, if it is a number 32, now the second one, if the number is 32, okay, if the number is 32. Now, if you want to round off these numbers, now it is followed by the number 2. Now 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, you can call them as weak numbers. So when you are rounding them, you will be rounding it towards downwards. Now this will remain as it is, that is, you will put a 0. The number in the tens place will remain as it is. You will round off the number to the nearest 10. It becomes the number 30. So you have to keep these two rules in mind, that is, when a number is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, that means you round the number upwards, and if a number you're rounding is followed by 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, you round the number down. Now just see this sum, round off the number to the nearest 10. Now here the number is 45,362. You have to round off the number to the nearest 10. Now here the number followed is 2. That is, after 6, the number which is followed is 2. So what you do is, in the ones place you will put 0, and the number 6 in the tens place you will not change, you will keep it as it is. So when you are rounding off a number, your number becomes 45,360. Okay, in the ones place you will put 0, and in the tens place you will not change the number, your number will remain the same, and when you are rounding off the number, it becomes 45,360. Now let us take the second number, 3,89,427. Now here the number is followed by 7. Okay, and the number in the tens place is 2. So in this case, 7 is a strong number, you can say. In this case, what you do is you add 1 to the number in the tens place. So when you are rounding off a number, your number becomes 3,89,004. 2 plus 1 is 3, and in the ones place you will keep the number as 0. So when you are rounding off the number, it becomes 3,89,430. So understood when to add 1 and when you are not supposed to add, that is when your number is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, you add 1 to the previous number, and if your number is followed by 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, you keep the number as it is in the tens place. So your answer is 45,000. When you round off the number, your answer comes as 45,360, and the next number is 3,89,430. Now see this number, the number 16. Look at this each number. Tick the nearest 10 from the boxes. That is, you have to round off the number to the nearest 10. Now suppose if you are taking the first number 16. 1 and 6. Okay, 16. Now here the number is 6. So what you do is you add 1 to the number in the tens place. So when you are rounding off a number, your number becomes 20. So which is your option? 20. Coming to the next sum, 87. Here the number in the ones place is 7. That is more than 5. So again what you do is you will add 1 to the number in the tens place, that is 8. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and in the ones place you will put a 0. So when you are rounding off a number, it becomes the number 90. Coming to the third number, that is 375. Now again the number is 5 here. 5 or more than 5, you will add 1 to the number in the tens place. So when you are adding number, when you are rounding off a number, your number becomes 3. 7 plus 1 is 8. 380. So your option is 380. Now coming to the next sum, that is 1687. 1687. 1 6 8 7. Now here the number is 7. So you will add 1 to the number in the tens place. So when you are rounding off the numbers, it becomes 1690. 1690. So your option is the first one. Now coming to the next sum, 43,297. 43,297. Now when you are rounding off, here the number in the ones place is 7. So you are adding 1 to the number 9. Now when you are adding 1 to this 9, it will become 10. So what you do is you add 1 to here. So when you are rounding off the number, your number becomes 433. 9 plus 1 was 10. So 0. And again in the ones place it is 0. So your option is 43,300. In the last one, 3,85,000. Okay, I'll take this again. 3,85,213. Now here the number is 3. That means you will not add 1 to the number in the tens place. You will keep the number as it is. So when you are rounding off the number to the nearest tens, so your number will become as 3,85,210. So your option is the first one. Okay, so have you understood this? That is, when you are rounding off a number to the nearest 10, see the number by which number it is followed by. If it is followed by 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, then you will add the number 1 to the number in the tens place, and in the ones place you will put a 0. But if it is followed by the number 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, so you will keep the number as it is. You will not add 1 to the number in the tens place. Okay. Now here is a small assignment for you. You have to write the smallest and the largest 5-digit number that can be formed using the digits 5, 3, 0, 8 and 7 so that no digit is repeated. Okay, so you have to form the smallest and the largest numbers and see to it that no digit is repeated. You have to form a 5-digit largest and the smallest number. Okay, now regarding rounding of the numbers to the nearest 10, we have learned rounding of the numbers to the nearest 100 and to the nearest 1000. We'll be doing it in the next class. Till then, have a great day and practice your sums.